Every melody is born at a certain time, in a certain place. But very few melodies transcend time. This is the story of a band whose music still lives in the winds of Mombasa, 1969. The East African coast, Mombasa. A city where the roar of the sea blends with the heartbeat of its people. Here, 6 young men dreamed of a sound that would tell the story of Africa's land, sea, and soul. Their names, Teddy Kalanda, Billy Saro, John Katana, George Zero, Pius Plato Chidianda, aka Jibaba, and Prit Nyale.
The journey started way before 1972, you know. And our eldest bro, Teddy Kalanda Harrison, who founded the band. Now he's the eldest in the family. Started us off, and we've never looked back. Way back in, say, 1969, 70, that's when we started indulging in music, but as freelancers and, you know, amateurs. The Mushrooms came into being in 1972.
Together, they formed the band Avenida Success. Their first audience was the Seabreeze. Their first stage was a beach hotel. And on that stage, their dream was to give African music a new voice. 3 years later, they gave the band a new name, Them Mushrooms. Inspired by the mystical magic mushrooms growing deep in Africa's forests, the name symbolized expansion of consciousness, nature's depth, and life's mysteries. This name became their vision. Music would be free, limitless, and as wondrous as life itself. Their music blended Chakacha, Benga, Taarab, and later touches of hip-hop. This was East Africa's unique sound, uniting tradition and modernity. Every song was a celebration, every melody a piece of Africa.
Yeah, our dad used to play and our mother used to sing.
And she said, just go out to the people who are far beyond you.
We did what was popular then. So they accepted the music, but at the same time, they accepted the genre, Chakacha, which was not quite popular. And after that success, we said, this is the way to go.
In 1980, Teddy Kalanda Harrison, the founder of Them Mushrooms, wrote a song, a simple greeting that became a global symbol. Jambo Bwana, meaning, hello, sir. Hakuna Matata, meaning all is well. Its simple, joyful words spread across the world, like laughter, like sunlight, like music itself. In its first phase, it sold 30,000 copies in Kenya alone. And in a very short time, the official record crossed 200,000 copies, earning platinum certification and numerous awards.
People were talking, the barman joking with the tourists, but the norm was anybody coming in was greeted, Jambo, 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 you know. And then after that, Teddy says, you know, I have an idea of a song. I'll share it tomorrow in the rehearsal. So the next day, he says, this is the song that played through my head, but they are saying Jambo, but we will make lyrics out of that. So he sang the song to us and we rehearsed it. Jambo, Jambo Bwana, habari gani, mzuri sana, wageni mwakaribishwa Kenya yetu, Hakuna Matata.
That's our national anthem.
Yeah, so we rehearsed that song. We didn't go back to play it at the Severin. We played it at Shelly Beach the first time. And just like that, when we started playing that song, the floor was just jam-packed.
The song became a symbol of African warmth, a cultural language, and even global tourism. In Them Mushrooms music, there was not just sound. There was laughter, hospitality, and the spirit of a nation. Today, across Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and the digital world, the song has become an explosion, with total views and streams exceeding billions.
Jambo, Jambo Bwana, habari gani, nzuri sana, wageni, wakaribishwa, Kenya yetu, Hakuna Matata.
But like every legend, their journey also faced silence. In the 1990s, a heavy shadow fell upon the band. In 1992, their beloved drummer and songwriter Dennis Kaloum passed away. His death brought stillness to their music. George Zero also left to pursue his own path. Yet they did not give up. their spirit remained, alive within the music. For some melodies never die. They simply wait for new voices, for a new dawn. In 2002, they returned under a new name, Uyoga, but the world knows them by their original name, Them Mushrooms, whose founder and composer of the timeless song Jambo Bwana, Teddy Kalanda Harrison, was not only a musician, but also actively used his Big Matata productions to raise funds for organizations working to combat poverty, hunger, and injustice. On 17th September 2024, this great artist passed away. In his memory, with the support of Blue Pie Records, Them Mushrooms have presented Teddy Kalanda, Iko Ngufu, featuring Gona Gona.
Teddy Kalanda, your light will remain in the songs that we sing, through joy and through pain. We raise up our voices, for it's you we reveal. Teddy Kalanda, Teddy Kalanda, Teddy Kalanda.
Them Mushrooms music is not just the story of an era, it is the story of a nation's evolution. They influenced generation after generation, hundreds of bands inspired by their rhythms, and a new chapter of Kiswahili culture written in their melodies. Their Jambo Bwana has now become like Kenya's unofficial national anthem. The song has been covered by Boney M, Ziggy Marley, and thousands of other artists.
Jambo, Jambo Bwana. Wakaribishwa Benga yetu, Hakuna Matata. Hakuna Matata. Kenya yetu, Hakuna Matata.
Time has changed. From cassette to digital, from tape to cloud, the music reached new heights. Yet the old records seemed lost in time. Blue Pie Records music producers Gabe Rizza and Damian Riley brought those lost sounds back to life. Under their successful leadership, the Blue Pie Records production team worked tirelessly to reconstruct Them Mushrooms' entire archive and catalog. Every note, every breath, every drum beat, as if time had stopped at the perfect rhythm. Alongside their other songs, Gabe Rizza and his team meticulously restored the original recordings of Them Mushrooms from 1979 to 2000, removing every blemish, flaw, and distortion, and titled the collection Jambo Bwana, All the Mixes in One Place. This is not just a remaster, it is a rebirth of the music, a reconstruction of the soul of one of East Africa's greatest bands. But restoring the sound alone was not enough. For decades, Them Mushrooms had lost their rightful recognition due to mismanaged copyrights, unauthorized use, and unclear royalties. Blue Pie Records USA, Blue Pie Publishing, Ordior, and Ordior Media took on the mission to restore their honor. Their technology and research team undertook a historic effort, reclaiming every copyright of Them Mushrooms. Over 1,000 historic photos, albums, and notes were preserved in a digital archive. Every song, every piece of data enriched with metadata, bringing history back to life. As a result, Them Mushrooms music is now streaming worldwide on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, YouTube, Tidal, and many other platforms. Through the relentless efforts of the Ordior Media team, in less than 9 months, their songs have reached nearly 2 million streams on Spotify and YouTube. At the same time, their playlist reach on Spotify has grown to over 100,000, while their video views on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram have exceeded 10 million. In addition, the Ordior Media team has successfully secured airplay for the band on over 400 radio stations worldwide, with nearly 8,000 broadcasts, bringing their timeless rhythms to listeners across continents. Most importantly, the royalties from these plays are now reaching the right hands, the artists themselves.
Initially, when we started out, we knew nothing about royalties. We knew nothing about copyright. We recorded the song in 1980, and it was up to 1985 when we started, getting to learn about royalties, copyright, related rights. And since then, we had to fight because the song had been has been done by so many other artists.
Yes.
And we were just happy to hear them do it. But later on, when we came to learn about royalties, we started chasing them. We became members of international bodies, the copyright management organizations. And we want to say, asante sana Mwenyezi Mungu. We get a few coins into our pockets.
At the same time, Ordior's creative team has been restoring and archiving Them Mushrooms' old album covers and artworks, while also producing new video content. Meanwhile, Ordior's tech team built a stunning official website for Them Mushrooms in just 2 months, allowing fans to easily access their music, news, updates, and merchandise from anywhere in the world. Every note is secured, every song reborn. Today, their melodies reach a new generation. Their rhythms are no longer only an African symbol, they are the heartbeat of world music. Them Mushrooms are not just a band, they are the voice of Africa's soul. They have proven that music never dies, it only transforms. Their melodies are no longer history, they are inspiration for the future. With the support of Blue Pie Records USA, Blue Pie Publishing, Ordior, and Ordior Media, Them Mushrooms have returned, brighter and more alive than ever. This is the rebirth of music. This is Them Mushrooms, the cultural phenomenon and pride of Kenya.
Jambo wote, hakuna matata. Kenya nchi nzuri, hakuna matata. Nchi ya kupendeza, hakuna matata. Nchi ya maajabu, hakuna matata. Nchi yenye amani, hakuna matata. Kenya nchi nzuri, hakuna matata.